Hello, welcome to my third video on exponents, talking about fractional exponents. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and post a comment letting me know what you think of my videos. Alright, so fractional exponents. We have something like 8 and it's raised to the 2 1/3. Well, this is a compound number, meaning it is a combination of a whole number and a fraction. Number as exponent. Well, we know from our previous videos that we can rewrite this as 8 squared times 8 to the 1/3. Why can we do this? Well, this is due to the product of powers rule that we talked about in the previous video. Well, 8 squared is 64, so that just leaves us with 8 to the 1/3. So what is 8 to the 1/3? Well, remember, we're talking about exponents, meaning we're multiplying. So we have, since we're talking about a third, so we're multiplying a number times itself 3 times. And that's going to give us 8. Another way of thinking about this is 8 to the 1/3 times 8 to the 1/3 times 8 to the 1/3. It's going to give us 8 to the 1. Remember, product of powers, when we have the same base, we add our exponents. So 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 gives us 1. Well, 8 to the 1/3 is the same thing as the cubed root of 8. The cubed root of 8 is 2. So we can say 2 times 2 times 2 is going to give us 8. 2, 4, 8. Okay, so now we come back here and we can say 64 times 2. 8 to the 1/3 is 2, which gives us 128 as our final answer. Well, okay, how about what if we have something like 8 to the 2/3? Well, that's 8 to the 1/3 times 8 to the 1/3. Oops, a little wacky there, excuse me. 8 to the 1/3, which is going to give us 2 times 2. In other words, other way of writing this is 8 to the 2/3 is going to give us the cubed root of 8. And that whole thing is squared, which gives us 2 squared, which would give us 4 in this case. Okay, one more problem. Let's talk about, oops, there we go. What if we have something like 16 raised to the 3/4? Okay, well, that is the same thing as 16 to the 1/4 times 16 to the 1/4 times 16. Oops, this should be a 1/4. Oops, there we go. And to the 1/4. Well, what is 16 to the 1/4? Well, let's see. That is going to give us the 4th root of 16. What is the 4th root of 16? Well, that is, again, 2. And since, right, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 gives us 16. And we're raising that whole thing to the 3rd power, right? We're multiplying it by itself 3 times. So 16 to the 3/4 equals the 4th root of 16 to the 3rd power, which is going to give us 2 to the 3rd power, which gives us 8. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video.